What's going on, everybody? It's your boy RNG Crypto here with you for another video, guys. And in today's video I want to give a deeper dive into Ardana because it's worth it. This is an IDO coming out on Occam Finance. I'm also going to be giving you a quick how-to on how to actually participate in this IDO. But before we get started, let me make sure I hit you with my disclaimer, guys. I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say or do is never going to be financial advice. Please make sure you're always doing your own due diligence and research before investing any money in these projects. Guys, let's dive right into some of the key points that I want to cover, guys, on Ardana, guys. Number one, it is built on the Cardano Layer 1 or Cardano blockchain, guys. If you're aware of Cardano, it is a monster. It is actually, I think, number 3 or 4 ranked cryptocurrency today. I strongly believe that over time, this will be the number one, yes, number one cryptocurrency in the cryptocurrency industry, beating Bitcoin with time, guys. They are planning on having up to 1 million transactions per second once Hydra is implemented. Guys, that's insane. I mean, Velas blockchain right now has 75k transactions per second, which makes it the fastest current blockchain. Guys, Ethereum is like less than 100 transactions per second, something ridiculous, which is why the network's always so bogged down and the gas fees are always so high. Guys, Cardano is a scalable and secure network, which is a very good place for you to invest into a provider that is going to give us a stable coin to transact with and provide liquidity on the network, guys. In addition, it is going to be a DeFi infrastructure. So Ardana will be a DeFi infrastructure. They're going to provide us the DUSD or the Dana USD stablecoin. This stablecoin is going to be pegged one-to-one with the dollar, giving you the ability to, when you take profit, make sure that you're locking it into something that's not going to fluctuate, guys. It is a lending and borrowing protocol, meaning that we can actually stake ADA and lend or borrow DUSD as a result. So because you are giving collateral to the platform, you're now able to have stablecoins in return for that collateral without actually needing to sell the ADA. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going onto the Ardana platform, you're going to put your collateral up, which let's say you put up 10,000 ADA, $10,000 worth of ADA onto the Ardana platform and then borrow 10,000 DUSD against it. That ADA still belongs to you. You are borrowing at a very, very low interest rate and getting 10,000 US or DUSD back in return that you can then do whatever you want with. You could sell it and go and deposit it into your bank account and go buy yourself a new car in the real world, or you could reinvest it into another project, whatever you want to do with it, but you will be paying back against the collateral, and then once you've paid back against the collateral, you then get your ADA back. And guess what? Over time, more than likely, once you actually pay it off, that ADA is probably worth a lot more than $10,000 because your ADA, the amount of tokens you actually put up for collateral, that doesn't change, right? So as ADA increases in value, the actual $10,000 value that was initially when you put up for borrowing is now higher. So that's a really cool concept. That's part of the actual use case and hype behind DeFi, and that's one thing I'm going to be doing. And this is something you're going to be able to do on Ardana on the Cardano blockchain. In addition, guys, this is going to be a DEX, a decentralized exchange. They're going to be able to offer low slippage fees and minimal transaction fees because this is built on Cardano. Guys, the more you trade or swap on a decentralized exchange, the higher your slippage is, meaning that you're actually losing out on some of the value of what you're swapping, guys. And being able to minimize that actually ends up saving a lot of money, especially when you're talking about hundreds or millions of dollars worth of swapping, guys. Finally, guys, it's a savings account. So you're able to stake into staking pools or yield farms and actually generate yield on your DUSD. So you can stake, let's say 10,000 DUSD and get, I don't know what the APY is going to be. I'm just going to throw a number out there. Let's just say 10% APY on that DUSD, guys. Compare that to what you would get with banks, which is like 0.1 or 0.05, some ridiculously low number of APY. Compare that to the traditional banking with what you can do in the DeFi space. You are making so much more return on your actual savings, guys, and it makes absolutely no sense in my mind why I would even have a savings account. In fact, I don't have one right now. I am using a DeFi platform currently, unfortunately on Ethereum, to take my actual cash and put it into a savings account and get a much higher APY than what my traditional bank would give me. And once Ardana is out and their platform is live, guess what? I'm taking that off of Ethereum and moving it into this place. All right, moving on, guys. There's going to be a governance tied to the Dana token, meaning that you actually get to vote and have a say, or the community as a whole gets to vote and have a say of which direction the project goes in terms of maybe some of the staking, some of the new upcoming ideas that they want to get into. So, guys, a governance portion is actually a part of what the fuck. And guys, the Dana token is also going to be a governance token, which essentially means that the community gets to vote and decide on some critical decisions in terms of which direction the company should go, whether that's, some staking pools or APY or tokens that are going to be offered on their decks. We don't know what the voting will be about, but you know that you will have governance power once you hold Dana tokens, and more than likely, similar to ADA, the more you hold, the more pull your vote has, guys. And finally, guys, let's talk about some of the backers, guys. Three Arrows, and that should be, I believe, one word, but Three Arrows is a pretty large VC. They are backing them. C Fund typically only backs Cardano-based projects. They are also a pretty large VC. Morningstar is a medium tier VC. Guys, Cody and Elron. It's interesting that Cody, and I mentioned this in my other video, Cody is actually also a project offering another stablecoin on the Cardano platform, and they are actually working with Cody and Elron. Guys, if you don't know Elron, then you've been hiding under a rock, because that is one of the bigger layer 1 projects that are up and coming. Definitely look into that one if you haven't already, guys. But these are some of the backers. These are the key points I wanted to cover, guys. Before we get into how to actually go about investing in this on Occam Finance, let's check out some of their advertising.
Blockchain technology has exploded in recent years, bringing innovation to the world of cryptocurrency. But cryptocurrency has always been synonymous with uncertainty. Until now, Ardana is on a mission to make cryptocurrency more stable and reliable, with a stablecoin that is unbiased and immune to market fluctuations. The Ardana stablecoin, DUSD, is pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar. ADA, already owned by over 1 million people, can be used as collateral for a stablecoin loan, allowing anyone to generate DUSD without selling their assets. DanaSwap is the decentralized exchange that will provide liquidity for stablecoins. With breakthrough ultra-high capital efficiency, it achieves minimum slippage loss, even on 6- to 7-figure trades, and provides users and projects with cheap and fast transactions. Built on the third-generation blockchain Cardano, Ardana is decentralized, secure, and fully autonomous. The community has the power to make decisions through governance, and the value in the ecosystem goes to the Dana token holders, who can stake Dana to earn ADA rewards. Ardana is building the foundational layer in Cardano for users and projects to build upon and access stable liquidity. With DUSD as the unit of account and DanaSwap as the transfer rails, Ardana will be the veins for DeFi on Cardano, where value flows. And with multi-currency stablecoins, the ecosystem will provide a global decentralized foreign exchange system. Ardana is open to everyone, from large financial institutions to farmers in the developing world. It caters to all who wish to engage in the new age of crypto in a safe, decentralized, and stable manner. Ardana, we're ready when you are.
Okay, and that gave us a pretty good understanding of what Dana is. You can also visit their website for more details. I've already been here in my previous video, guys, but here's a quick rundown again. Fully decentralized, there's borrowing, there's store value, powered by Cardano, guys. Furthermore, here are some of the features that are gonna be part of what DanaSwap, the decentralized exchange, will offer, guys. But let's actually talk about how to participate in this IDO, and that will be on Occam Finance, guys. So first off, if you're on the Occam Finance landing page and you have not yet invested, we need to familiarize ourselves with the tiers. And you can do that by scrolling down the page on their landing page here at OccamFi or Occam.fi. And I've already selected show all tiers, but essentially, guys, the top 2 tiers, Everest and K2, are your only guaranteed tiers, guys. You need to stake 10,000 OCC for tier 1, which is actually quite a lot of money, guys, at today's rate. Let's go and take a look at CoinGecko. So you can see here, Occam Finance is currently trading at about $7.30. If you recall my other two videos, the very first one actually I talked about this being on sale. We were in the $4 range, guys. We were way down here at the bottom of this dip, guys, at the bottom of this RSI. Unfortunately, we've missed that now, and we are back up at around $7.30, guys. So if you're needing to get into or wanting to get into the highest tier, that's gonna cost you about $73,000, which is quite a lot of money. Guys, tier 2 is the other guaranteed allocation tier, and this is the one I'm actually in. I don't plan on going into the 10K unless I make some ridiculous gains on some of these other projects. But guys, the K2 tier or the second tier also gives you no cool off here. You can see here both the top tiers, there is actually absolutely no cool off, meaning that you can participate in every single IDO happening on Occam Finance, excuse me. In addition, your allocation, your max allocation is going to be 1,400 for tier 2 and 3,000 for tier 1, guys. But I've already partaken in many IDOs on Occam, and in fact, I've never had max allocation. It's always been like 50% or a third or 25% of what the actual max allocation is. This is not Occam Finance's decision. This is the decision of the project that launches. So they have the last say in terms of how much allocation each tier receives, guys. And then the bottom three tiers here are costing us 1,500 and 150 OCC. Again, guys, these actually are not guaranteed tiers, guys. Tier 3, you actually have a lottery tier, which gives you 4 lottery tickets essentially plus a staked weight, meaning that if you staked 1,500, those additional 500 OCC give you some additional weighting into the lottery. So instead of 4, you might have 4.02 or 4.1 or something, whatever the math comes out to. And there is an IDO cool off of 1 IDO. So if I participate in Ardana, whichever IDO comes up next, I cannot participate in. I have to skip that one and get on to the next one. Same kind of idea for tier number 4. There's also a actual cool-off period of 1 IDO, and then this one actually gives you essentially 2 lottery tickets, and then tier 5 gives you 1 lottery ticket, and there's actually a cool-off of 2 IDOs, so you have to skip 2 IDOs after you participate in 1, guys. But all of these, as I mentioned before in my other videos, guys, give you CED credits, which is actually kind of neat. So if I hop over here on Ardana, you can see under details the continuous ecosystem diversification. So as long as you stake at least 150 OCC, regardless of if you participate in the IDO or get onto the whitelist, regardless of tier, you will always receive some of the Ardana tokens as part of the CED diversification, which is a really neat idea. I don't see any other projects doing this yet, but if you don't see yet how many they have allotted to this pool, but you can see here if I go into panel and actually look at, oh, I've got to connect my MetaMask first, so let's do that. Sorry about that, guys. I was not prepared for this portion. Let's go ahead and switch to the right network as well. So you can see here, these are my CAD rewards so far, and these are, you would have gotten these regardless if I would have invested in the IDO or allocated money towards the IDO. I got these just for staking, guys. So that's what CED rewards are. In addition, there's also a cast out fee redistribution. So essentially, the APY is based on how many people sell OCC. There is a 4% or unstake OCC. There's a 4% APY currently, and there is going to be a fee every time someone unstakes. You pay a fee or you pay some of your OCC, and that goes back into this, and it gets redistributed to other stakers, guys. So I like to just hold my claim here. You can see total so far has been 61 over time, which is really also a neat idea, another way of generating passive income, guys. But let's get back into the actual Razor platform and take a look at Ardana, guys. I want to make sure that I look at this, guys, with you. You can see here Ardana, looking at the different tiers, just to give you an idea of what your chances are. Guys, if you are in Fuji, or let's start at the bottom, Mont Blanc, which is tier 1, you have a 5 to 20% chance of participating. Elbrus, tier 2, 10 to 30%. Tier 3, 20 to 40, and then 100% chance for the top 2 tiers, guys. And in order, again, to participate, you're going to actually need to buy OCC. So let's dive into that a little bit. Guys, before I forget and we move on to actually purchasing OCC, we need to also make sure that we pass KYC to participate in this IDO. So up here in the top right, you can see this purple buy button, and on the left of this is an actual KYC button. I've already passed KYC, so I logged out of my wallet to show this to you guys. There are two options. We have a way to apply for KYC globally here, and on the right, you can see US accredited US investors can also pass KYC. So if you're in the US, you actually have a chance at participating in Occam Finance IDOs. So that's great news, guys. So with that said, let's hop into how to actually go about buying Occam Finance. So guys, I have clicked on that buy button that you saw here in the top right. So let me go back here real quick. At the top right, you can see the buy OCC button. Once you click on that, it automatically takes you to Uniswap. It will import the OCC token, hit import, and then you can use whatever currency you'd like, for example ETH, and actually purchase your OCC token. So for the sake of this example, let me see if it's going to be reasonably cost for me to actually just buy one and stake it so that you guys can see what this is going to look like here. Uh, if I want to buy one OCC token, I have to pay $113 in Ethereum gas fees. So guys, this is why Cardano is going to be a life changer, a game changer in this industry. And this is why I'm also not going to actually move forward with this. But essentially, that's what you would do. There are other options to buying it. And here I am on CoinGecko, and you can see down on the exchanges. So if you on Occam Finance, you scroll down and you can always see for each token where you can purchase these, and Hit BTC would be your other place to actually purchase this. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not going to go into it, but guys, the number one place that people usually buy this is on Uniswap. And I apologize for the squeaky noise in the back. That's my little puppy playing with this toy. But guys, so once you actually go ahead and buy your Occam, then you would come back to the Razor. You would connect your wallet. So let's go ahead and connect my wallet one more time just to show you this. Once I've connected, I gotta go to the panel, and then you literally just go, you would see your wallet balance once you've purchased them, and you click on stake, you go through that transaction, confirm. There will be a gas transaction, so you will have to pay fees. So it's a good thing to do this. I typically do this at like 2 a.m. Eastern time in the morning. That actually allows me to get the lowest possible gas fees. So do this at a time of the day where gas fees are lower, so you don't end up paying hundreds of dollars in gas just for a simple transaction. I mean, literally, I just tried to buy one OCC and they charged me, or wanted to charge me $113 worth of Ethereum for that transaction. So that's ridiculous. Anyway, so that is how you would purchase it. You stake it here. Once you're staked, then you can actually go into the Razor platform. Pass KYC, you'll see once you pass it in the top right here next to the purple buy button, you can see there it will be actually a green little icon instead of a white or gray icon. Once you've passed it, then you actually go into Ardana, and here you can see down here it says register soon on the Ardana tab. Once it becomes time to register, this turns purple and you can actually click on it and then registers you. You have to make sure you register. If you miss registration, you are not able to participate. So it's also another very important step to make sure that you register. And then once you register and it's time to buy, then at the time of the actual launch, which again will be on November the 4th, guys. So it's coming up relatively soon. That same button is going to turn into a buy button, and you click that and you go through the transaction of the MetaMask wallet and apply your Ethereum to participate. So guys, that is it. I hope this was informative. I hope this helps you guys. If you have any feedbacks, go ahead and leave that in the comments. I'm happy to do whatever I can to improve how I deliver these videos, as well as provide you content that you actually want to see. Guys, again, that's it for me. I am out. I hope this was informative. If you liked the video, like the video, hit me with a subscribe, guys. I will see you on the next video. Peace.